Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm reviewing a budget-friendly gaming monitor that has been making waves, the Acer Nitro XFA243Y. If you're looking for a fast refresh rate, low input lag, and solid gaming performance without breaking the bank, this might just be the monitor for you. But does it really hold up in everyday gaming and productivity? In this review, we'll go over everything from the design and build quality to display performance, gaming experience, and overall value. Also, the link to this monitor will be included in the video description below. Now, at first glance, the Acer Nitro XFA243Y doesn't scream premium, but that's expected for a budget gaming monitor. It has a simple yet functional design with a matte black finish and a sturdy stand. There are no flashy RGB lights or aggressive gamer aesthetics, but make it a good fit for both gaming and workspaces. The stand is fairly adjustable, offering tilt, swivel, pivot, and height adjustments, something you don't always get at this price point. This flexibility allows for a more comfortable gaming or work experience, whether you prefer your monitor low or raised up. If you're someone who likes to use a VESA mount, you're in luck because it supports 100 by 100mm mounting. The bezels are relatively thin except for the bottom, which is slightly thicker with the Acer logo. While it's not the most premium looking monitor, it's clean and practical. One downside is that the stand has a circular base, which takes up a decent amount of desk space. If you have a compact desk setup, that's something to consider. Now let's get into what really matters, the display quality. The Acer Nitro XFA243Y features a 23.8-inch VA panel with a 1920 by 1080 resolution. While 1080p might seem outdated compared to 1440p or 4K, it's still a sweet spot for high refresh rate gaming, especially if you're running a mid-range GPU. One of the biggest selling points of this monitor is its 165Hz refresh rate, which delivers smooth gameplay and reduced motion blur compared to standard 60Hz or even 120Hz displays. It also features a 1 millisecond response time, meaning it's optimized for fast-paced gaming with minimal input lag. Since this is a VA panel, you get deeper blacks and a higher contrast ratio compared to IPS panels, making dark scenes in games look richer. However, VA panels can sometimes struggle with viewing angles and response times, so we will see how it holds up in gaming. The color accuracy is decent, covering 99% of the sRGB color space, making it fine for casual content creation or media consumption. However, if you are a professional video editor or a graphic designer, you may want to look at higher-end IPS panels with better color accuracy. Brightness is fairly average with a peak of 250 nits, which is fine for indoor gaming but might struggle in very bright rooms with direct sunlight. The monitor also has HDR10 support, but since it lacks the brightness levels and full local dimming zones of true HDR displays, HDR performance is quite limited. By the way, prices on this monitor update almost weekly with sales and other general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, simply check out the video description and you will find the latest prices. And of course, if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. For gaming, this Acer Nitro monitor shines where it matters the most: smooth, responsive gameplay. The 165Hz refresh rate and FreeSync premium support ensure a tear-free, buttery-smooth gaming experience. Whether you're playing fast-paced shooters, racing games, or even casual RPGs, you'll feel the difference compared to lower refresh rate monitors. In competitive games like Call of Duty, Apex Legends, and Valorant, the high refresh rate makes movements feel snappier and more precise. The low input lag ensures that every action registers instantly, which is crucial for fast-paced gameplay. One common concern with VA panels is ghosting and motion blur, especially in darker scenes. While this monitor does exhibit some minor ghosting, it's not a deal breaker for most gamers. There is a visual response boost mode that reduces motion blur, but using it lowers brightness significantly, so it's a trade-off. The monitor supports both AMD FreeSync Premium and NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility, meaning you won't experience screen tearing or stuttering as long as your frame rates stay within the adaptive sync range. If you are an esports gamer or someone who plays competitively, this feature alone makes a big difference in keeping your gameplay fluid. If you are planning to use this monitor for work or school, it holds up fairly well. Text appears sharp and the 1920 by 1080p resolution is still sufficient for everyday tasks like web browsing, document editing, and media consumption. The VA panel's deep contrast also makes watching movies more enjoyable compared to standard TN panels. For content creators, while the color accuracy is decent, it's not a professional grade display. If you're editing videos or photos where color precision is critical, an IPS panel would be a better choice. But for casual Photoshop or Premiere Pro work, the Acer Nitro XFA243Y does a respectable job. One thing to note is that the viewing angles aren't as wide as IPS monitors. If you're looking at the screen from the side, you may notice some slight color shifting. However, for most users sitting directly in front of the screen, this won't be a major issue. Now let's talk about connectivity. This Acer Nitro monitor comes with a good selection of ports for a budget gaming monitor. It includes one DisplayPort 1.2, two HDMI 2.0 ports, and a headphone jack. Having multiple HDMI ports is a plus, especially if you want to connect a gaming console and a PC at the same time. One downside is that the HDMI ports are capped at 144 Hz, so to get the full 165 Hz refresh rate, you will need to use DisplayPort. The monitor's on-screen display is easy to navigate thanks to Acer's joystick controller on the back. You can adjust settings like brightness, contrast, response time, and gaming presets. There are also game-specific profiles that tweak the display for FPS, racing, and RTS games, though you will likely want to fine-tune the settings manually. The monitor does not have built-in speakers, which is pretty standard for budget gaming monitors. If you don't already own external speakers or a good gaming headset, you will need to invest in one for audio. So is the Acer Nitro XFA243Y worth it? If you're a budget-conscious gamer looking for a fast, smooth, and responsive display, this is one of the best options available in this price range right now. It offers excellent gaming performance, a good range of features, and great value for the money. For competitive gamers who need the absolute best motion clarity, an IPS panel with a fast response time might be better. But for casual and serious gamers who want high refresh rates and deep contrast and an affordable price, this monitor is pretty solid choice. Let me know in the comments, guys, are you planning to pick up this monitor or are you going to stick with what you already have? So that's it for this video, guys. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if this video is helpful, and make sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on this monitor. See you in the next one.